Hi, okay, and hello. So I'm Phil from Before You Dig, and what I'm going to show you today is how to use the Geolantis360 app by PelicanCorp. So that's to locate with a locator and map the coordinates of the underground utility as we go, and also do that using a GPS antenna connected, so that will give us a precision and accurate locate down to a few centimeters. So first things first, I'm going to connect up the app, the antenna here. So on this particular antenna, I need to use the Leica app, but depending on what antenna you have, you may not actually need an app at all and it can connect directly. Right, so first of all, I'm going to connect up to the Leica app. So it's called the Leica Xeno, and this is for the GGO 4 Plus antenna. Now this will take a few minutes to fire up, so I switch on the antenna, open the app, and then using the lens coordinate system, it will then connect up. So, and that will give us the really accurate GPS signal. So the lens is a free service, and you can use that in the more urban areas of New Zealand. But if you're going out into the countryside, you probably need a dedicated RTK service. But in this case, I'm just using lens, and you'll be able to see on the app itself, it's now connected to the antenna, and it's now locking on to the accuracy, so it gradually gets better and better. Okay, so we're into centimeters now. So typically a mobile phone, tablet, will give you accuracy of about 1 to 3 meters. But in the case of using these antennas, it can get down to, a centimeter in accuracy. So the accuracy has now gone down to 24 centimeters. You can see I've got some trees, some tall buildings around me, and that can also affect the accuracy of the antenna. But it's now connected up on 23 centimeters. So what I'm going to do now is open up the Geolantis360 app and then connect up the utility locator to that. So the app, you download that from, I'm using an Android device, so you just download that from the App Store. Just type in Geolantis360. Okay, you then need to be in touch with PelicanCorp to set up an account and a subscription for the service. And then you have a web portal that you create a project on, so I'll be able to show you that when we're back in the office. Okay, but for now, I've just generated some test projects. So you need to create a project for all mapping that you're doing. Okay, so I've just loaded the project and it's now going on to the mapping screen. So I'll zoom into our location and you can see the accuracy currently is saying it's 21 centimeters. You can see that in the bottom right of the screen. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect up the locator. So first things first, you need to pair your locator to begin with. So go into the Bluetooth settings and pair it to your device. And then you need to go into the settings when you're in the project. So this button in the top right hand corner with the circles. And then I'm going to connect to the other RD because I have a radio detection 8100 locator device here. And then it's now listening for the connection. So the Bluetooth signal is now on the locator, and then I can now start locating. So first things first, I need to select what asset I am locating. So where I'm stood at the moment, I'm going to be locating some electricity cables. So I press the symbol with the plus on it, the little map pin with the plus on it, and it will then say add feature. And you've got two choices. You can either choose your location or use your actual location. So as I'm connected up with the antenna, I'm going to use my actual location. You can see the accuracy is now increased to 3 centimeters on the screen here. All right, you then have a set of features. So these are pre-configured with your app, and you can configure those yourself, your own feature types. So in this case, I'm going to take the power cable, and you can see the few lines next to it. That is recording data from the cable locator as well. So I'm going to push on power cable, I've got some attributes here that I've set up. So before I start locating, it will ask me for some information about it. So I'm just going to put in power locate. Okay, asset ID. So I'm just going to put in 123 here. The voltage of the power cable. So in this case, 400 volts. So an LV cable, low voltage. Just if you've got any notes here. So I'm just going to put test. And then the asset owner of the cable. So in this case, I've got vector. Select that and then press done. Okay, so that's recorded those attributes for the locate. And now I'm going to start actually locating. So you can see on the locator itself, I've now got that, and it's telling me that the cable is down under the ground there, and that's at 65.65 of a meter. And I'm going to put the antenna. I'm going to put that on that location. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transmit the data from the locator to the Geolantis app by pressing the transmit button. And then the app should pick up that information. There we go. So sometimes you might have to wait a few seconds. Doesn't take long for the data to come through. Now I'm just walking up the road now, so I'm still locating the cable. I've still got it detected on the locator. And then I'm going to put the locator down. Okay, and I'm going to line that up with the antenna. And then I'm going to press the transmit button again. It's going to send that data. There we go. So that's the next point. Okay, I'm on a road crossing here, so I'm just going to transmit the data again. I'm going to pick up a point here, and it actually looks like it's gone a little bit deeper to cross the road. There we go. So for those that are interested, I'm not a full-time locator, so I'm just using very basic settings here. Okay, and I'm going to record one more point. And then in fact we can see the electricity pillars here. So this is where the cables will be arriving at. Just trying to get a depth reading. And here we go. Here's the cable here, and that's at a very shallow depth. It's just rising up into the electricity pillar that you can see. I can also move those coordinates around if I want by using the pencil, the edit button, and adding some additional information in. But in this case, I'm just going to record that. I can take a photograph as well. So let's take a photo. So I'll take a photo of, in fact, the electricity pillars there. There you go, and that's that photograph recorded. You could also go all the way back. So now that I've finished the mapping, if I was a utility locator, in reality, I would have also been putting my spray marks down at the same time. So now I can go back to the office and I can actually extract this data, and I can extract it in various formats. So shapefiles, GIS formats, Google, AutoCAD formats for designers as well. So there's a variety of different pieces of information that you can pull out of the system. All of the information which the utility locating device recorded, such as frequencies used and the depths, all of that information is also recorded on the points here in Geolantis360. So that in a nutshell is how you map using Geolantis. It's pretty easy. All you need to do is you need to have a high precision GPS antenna and a precision locator with Bluetooth. You can now get devices that will couple the both of those, so you can have the antenna actually on your cable locator itself. Thanks very much. Alrighty. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the Geolantis360 web portal. So this is where all the information that you will have seen me collecting out in the street, so the cable location, the various attributes, the points, the accuracy, that's where all of this information gets stored. So as you're doing that locate, it at the same time it syncs that information into the cloud, and then that's viewable in the web portal for either when you get back into the office, or if you have other project managers actually looking at your job, so they can see that while you're out there carrying out the locate or the collecting of the cable or pipe location. So first of all, what I'm going to do is show you the project. So these are the various projects I've got it set up. In the case of the one that we've just done, that was Mount Albert, and you can see I've recorded 10 features. So that will be the cable and also the locate points. Okay, so we're going to quickly jump into that and show you the features. And then here you go. Here's the electricity cable, and these points here are the locate points. So you can actually take a look at that information online now if you want. There we go. Then you can see that's loaded up, the attributes that I loaded into that, the length of the cable, the type of the cable, and then we've got a photograph here, so another document here. So that's a photograph of the two pillars that you saw me taking out on site. Okay, so I'll just close that down, and then taking a look at one of the locate points, you can see here it's giving you the GPS coordinates of that, the elevation, and it's also giving me the depth and the antenna height and the accuracy of that locate. So in this case, the accuracy was within an 8 centimeter tolerance. And then various pieces of information actually about the cable locator itself, the type, and frequencies used, and then also the device that I actually used to capture the information on. So that's all information that you can see directly out of the Geolantis portal. And then you may have deliverables for your clients as well, so you can set up customized reports to create the maps and give that kind of information on those maps as well. And any other reporting information that you need. And then you can also export this data out in various formats for your clients as well. So the types of data that you can share there. So you've got Esri shape files for GIS, CSV files, AutoCAD, Google files as well. So really is viewable across a range of different platforms, including GIS, which is incredibly useful for utility asset owners to actually be able to get that information directly into their GIS. Okay, so I hope that gives you a bit of a background and insight on what actually happens once you've done the collecting with the locator, or just collecting the cable location out on site. So anyway, my name's Phil Cornforth. I'm the operations manager for Before You Dig New Zealand. And if you want to have a demo, or you want to find out more about Geolantis360, all you need to do is just do a quick Google search on our website, and you can fill in a contact form, and somebody will be in touch with you to organise a demonstration. Okay, thanks very much.